Mary here. So, a few weeks ago, we talked about the inexperienced job seeker. That is a person who might not have a lot of relevant work experience, or any for that matter, as they try to land their first job or an internship position. Well, we had a lot of great conversation about that offline. It got me thinking about the flip side population to that inexperienced crowd. That is, the people who have been working, they've been a part of the workforce, they've been contributing to companies, now they're looking to apply their skills to something else, but they're not getting calls back from a potential employer. And they might be wondering, why is that? I wanted to take some time this week to discuss that, and specifically some things that we do as job seekers that we don't necessarily realize that are hurting our chances for employment. So I wanted to take this as a topic to explore over the next few days this week. One of the things that I've noticed that many job seekers don't simply realize that they're doing is that they don't necessarily see a downside to having dated experience. So what does that mean? Basically, what we're looking at is if you studied, say, programming, say you learned how to, do C++ programming when you were a freshman in college, right? But you haven't used that programming language in over 10 to 15 years. You might be applying to a job that says C++ is essential for the role, and you reference learning it in school. You might think that that is sufficient enough to qualify you and entitle you to an interview. Frankly, a lot of job seekers feel this way. They look at experience that they had applied or that they learned in school or something, but it's been quite some time since they last used it. And just because it's on the resume as something they have exposure to, they think that that's sufficient enough to qualify them call in for an interview. And that's simply not the case. A lot of times employers are looking for experiences that are current and well practiced, and that, it's something that you are doing right now and that really well. You can deal with any kind of complexity that is thrown your way. You've seen it used in a lot of different situations, good and bad. And, you've really learned how to thrive and use those skills to your benefit as well as to the company's benefit. You really want to do a quick check and see, am I well practiced and well versed in this particular skill? Am I currently using it? If the answer is no, it's not that you shouldn't apply for the job, but maybe it's not that particular job at that time. You need to see what you need to do to boost up your skills in an area. That could mean taking classes to, make your knowledge base more recent. But a lot of times employers want to see actual hands-on experience on a job where you're using it. So you might wonder, okay, so how can I do that on a job? Quite simply, having opportunities at work where you're volunteering for something because you want to gain exposure to work on a project or to do something is probably going to be your best way to acquire that knowledge and have practice with it currently. So I would recommend that to people. You actually want to take a look and really evaluate the experience and if it's current enough and well practiced enough. So would love to hear from you guys on this tip. Feel free to leave a comment below or on our YouTube channel or on Facebook, and we'll discuss them offline. We will explore the second thing that people are doing in the job search they might not realize is actually hurting them in the next few days.